Hi everyone, so this is my next album. This is for Santorini in Greece. This was a bit more a spontaneous holiday for us. We normally book ours so far in advance, but this one we only booked a couple of months in advance, so for us that's quite spontaneous. We really wanted to go. We've always liked Greece, and Santorini is meant to be beautiful, so we thought we'd go. And we went for 3 days in May this year, 2018. So the front cover of this one, it's just a normal scrapbook from Wilkinson's. I always end up doing it upside down, but it's just a Wilkinson's scrapbook. It's just a bit bigger than the range one, so I get to do more with the pages. So the front cover on this one, all the paper in this book has come from the range. It came in all in one pack. I just liked it because I wanted it to be a bit more about... I had this idea in my head, and it worked out really well with like the theme of the washi tape and the paper. But it's really pretty paper. I really loved it. So it came from the range, all in one pack, and then this washi tape came from Paper Chase in a pack of 8. I do need to stick it down just because I keep getting it every time I pick it up. It comes across. And then the photo on this is from Google, so I literally just printed it off and then outlined it with plain blue washi tape. This little pom-pom, this just came from a perfume bottle that I had. I just liked it, so I've just put on the ring binder there. So the front page, the first page, I managed to find a map from an atlas that I had. And I just photocopied it and then outlined Greece in like pink pen. And then I used this like a frame. It actually came in like a long one, like almost like when you go to like a photo booth, you get like a strip. It came like that, but I just cut them down. And I just put it around the island that Santorini is. And I just put like a geotag there to say that we went to that island there. These little bits, these came from the range. They came from like a planner set of stickers. But I just used them because I don't use planning and anything like that. I like the stickers and things, so I just got a plain there, a little travel icon, and then the little calendar, which I just put the 9th to the 12th of May 2018, which is when we went. So this page, as always, I always try and get my postcard of the place that I go, and I managed to find one in Santorini, so I was very happy with that one. And then this is just a boarding pass from our flight, which we went with EasyJet. And I don't really use these, I will point out though, these are really cute. I use like the first couple pages in the book, and then it sort of drops off because I think I lost them when I was doing this scrapbook. So, but they came from Wilkinson's, and there's some other like post-it notes and things that came from there. But again, I didn't use them throughout the whole book. The blue washi tape, this came from the same pack as that one in the Paper Chase pack as well. These writing stickers, the letter stickers, they came from the range. I think they're actually from the brand Thickers, but I really liked them. I think I paid about £4 for them, but I really liked them because they're so glittery, and I just thought they'd match so well. So the first page, I put another map in, as if I've not got enough maps, just because we hired a car when we did our holiday. So we got this map from the hotel, and I just put these black stickers as of where we went, just to sort of remind us what villages and things we went to. And then I got this sticker, these little like gel stickers, these all came from the same place as like the geotag, and I think I got them from the Works, just in like a little packet that cost about £1, but I thought they were cute, and I managed to use them all up in this scrapbook as well. These little stickers, you'll see them throughout the bottom here. They came from a souvenir shop in Santorini. There's loads of different ones. You'll see them throughout the book. They're little blue and white ones. I just thought they were cute, so I put them in there. This is just a postcard of Santorini, and on the back there I just put, this came from the Wilkinson's post-it note pack that I lost. Yeah, so I just put that on the back there. This was just a map that we got with the car. We kept it in the car just in case we got lost. And then this is just some journaling I did on the little post-it notes before I lost them. So this is our hotel. We stayed in the Hotel Icaros, which was really lovely. It was a traditional family-owned hotel. It was in a really cute little area, just 5-minute drive from Thira, so it was really central. And it was just typically Santorinian, if that's a word. It was blue and white, and it was just really cute. Like, it was quite boutique sort of style. So that's just the entrance of the hotel. these are the business cards from them, so I just stuck one in each side. This came from a random pack that came from the works, and I just thought it was cute because it matched. And then this is a little cat that was always outside the front of the hotel. This is a reception, and then that's just the outside bit where we sort of relaxed in the sun after the day of sort of exploring. And again, that's one of the stickers that came from the souvenir shop. So the first sort of place that we went was Thira. Because it was so close, we sort of kept going back. We went for the day, but then we also went back in the evenings on our other days and things because it was so close. But it was beautiful. So this is like the caldera that you can walk along and get some lovely views of the white buildings along the cliff tops. So we've got some nice photos of there. This is just a little souvenir bag that I got when I bought like a magnet, so I just cut that out and stuck that in. But yeah, this was for our first actual day after landing, so the sun was going down, so this was like late afternoon, about 5-6 o'clock in the evening, so it was nice just to walk along. And then this is actually our last day. This was before our flight home, but I don't do things in chronological order. I tend to do them as per like location or attraction because I like to have them all grouped together. I don't like going back and forwards into the holiday. I'd rather, do it as per attraction or a location that we go to. But this is just some more pictures of us in the daytime, like morning time, just having some nice photos along the caldera and having some lunch. This was a business card. These two, they came from the restaurant that we tend to eat quite a lot in near our hotel because it was quite cheap, but it was also traditional, family owned, and it was much cheaper than in Thira, so we ate there quite a bit. These are just some of the shops that are in Thira. It's quite expensive in Santorini, like they're all like high end sort of boutique shops and things, but it was nice to wander around and have a look. And it's had some nice souvenir shops and things, and it was just really lovely to walk around and have a look at everything really and just sort of take it all in. So we managed to catch the sunset while we were there. The sunset is quite famous in Santorini for being really, really lovely. So this is just when the sun was sort of going down. That's just a cruise ship coming in, and that's just a view of the caldera as the sun was going down. This is just a napkin from the first place that we went to called Lucky's, which is where we had our first gyros in Santorini, which we have been craving since we left Greece about 3-4 years ago. But I just kept a napkin because they were really good. And then this is the sunset, so I just kept this page quite simple. It's just me and Joe there, and then this is the sunset going down. I used my writing pens that I showed in the Thailand journal scrapbook. And these gel stickers I got from the range, so I use them a lot, and I think I used the whole pack up. So that's just me and Joe, the sunset. Again, we actually got quite a good spot, seeing as it was so busy. This was just a map of Thira. I won't get it out, but it's absolutely massive. Just the map of the capital basically, and like where the major things are. And on the back, we stopped. When we was doing the south of the island, we actually stopped and we managed to see Ia and Thira all in one shot. So we got a picture of that, and I just put like a geotag and a little label, and then I wrote Santorini at the top there. I just thought it was cool to see both towns. So another thing that's famous for Santorini is the donkeys. Now I don't particularly agree with what they do with them. Basically they go and pick the tourists up from the cruise port and bring them up to the town, but obviously it means like a good 30-minute ride on them in the heat and stuff, so we don't really do that. We've never done that, and I don't agree with it just because I think it's so hot, and it's not fair on the donkeys themselves. But it was nice to see the donkeys and experience them sort of all coming up the stairs and things like they do traditionally, so it was nice to see them. As I said, I don't promote using them for labour to get up the hill. Either take the cable car or walk, basically, I think. But yeah, no, it was nice because basically when they were coming up from to go back to their shelter, they all come barging up the stairs, and you basically got to just like cling to the wall so they don't sort of like clamber over you. But it was cool to see that. So we actually decided to walk down to the cable car, so walk right down to the bottom by the cruise terminal and then get the cable car back up. But we did actually pass like the donkey station entrance, which had all the donkeys stood there. It was quite intimidating really, because they're all stood there like this and you couldn't get through them, so you had to wait for them to sort of move. But I just did a little waterfall fountain thing of the donkeys down there. And then we got the cable car back up. Again, there's not much down at the port. This is the port here. But I just wanted to use the cable car. I love cable cars and I like the views you get from them. So this is the cable car going up, and then this is me and Joe in the cable car. This was just our ticket here. It is like on the back, it's like a receipt, but I just thought that's a cable car receipt there. And then these are the views you got from the cable car as well. So it was really cool to see. Before we walked down, I got some really nice Greek yogurt from this shop here, so I just stuck that in. Little business card. And then me and Joe, we went for a date night in Thira on our second night, I believe. We got all dressed up and went out for dinner. Just because we don't really do it very often. When we're on holiday, we're absolutely shattered like all the time. So we go to bed at like 9 o'clock. So we thought, no, we're going to go for a date night in this lovely place. So we got dressed up. There's just pictures of us here. This is us on our table with a lovely view. We managed to get a really good seat overlooking the sea and things. So we got some really lovely photos. And this is just a business card. So we went to an Italian restaurant called Character in Thira. And it was nice. We had pizza. It was just nice to get dressed up and go out, you know. So then the next full day we had, so we did Thira the first day and then Ia the next day. So Ia is the most famous part of Santorini. This is where all the photos and the photo shoots come from. So we went there very early to try and beat the tourists, basically, in cruise ships. So this is just pictures of us with the white buildings and the calderas. It is absolutely amazing. Like I keep saying it, but it was absolutely stunning. This sticker here, this came from the souvenir shop in Santorini, and I just liked it, so I stuck that there. There's just some more pictures of us just enjoying the views. It was quite quiet. This was probably about 8 o'clock, at 8:30 in the morning, so it wasn't too early. The cruise ships hadn't come in yet, and you know, people don't tend to get up that early whilst on holiday. But it was lovely because we got some really good photos with no one else in them, so it was really nice. So it's worth getting up early for. And it's some more pictures. It was just so pretty. Like, I could take so many pictures. This play suit, I don't normally point out my outfits, but this play suit I love. I got it from eBay, but it's actually from Misguided. But it was stunning. It was really like nice to wear, and it matched with the blue and white. So I just thought it was relevant to the holiday. But you can see I'm squinting here because I can't see because the sun's so bright. And the whiteness like reflects it. So this is us just walking around Ia, just looking at souvenir shops and little churches and all that sort of stuff. So this is a cute little souvenir shop that sold like pottery and bits and pieces. This was a really cute bookshop. It has like rent a cat for €5 and things, which is cute. And I just like the flowers and the stairs and the blue doors. Like, it was just so picturesque. Like, everywhere you walked, it was just so pretty. There's just some pictures of the flowers and souvenir shops and things. As I said, it was just so picturesque. Like, you can't ever get a bad photo in Santorini. This came from the gel pack, the little bits and pieces as well. And then we walked sort of further into Ia and actually ended up in like the old part, like the not so restored and big fancy hotels and things. We ended up in like the older part. Which was quite nice. So, you know, it's just like the typical buildings that hadn't been restored. So got some nice photos, and then one of the windmill there, and the old doors and the buildings and things. We sat on some stairs and had some cherries that we bought from a local woman as well, which was nice. Oh, so again, some pictures of the windmills. Like, I thought they were really cute. Got some nice pictures. And then we walked down this random little alleyway. Like, I don't know why we went down there, but we found some really cute like photo spots. So we just sort of took some pictures, and there's a woman, you can just see her there. She's just peering through that door. She was so funny. Like, she was trying to she saw that it was a nice picture, so she started taking pictures of us, and you know, she was getting us to do all these different poses and all sorts. She was just so funny. Like, I'd never met her before in my life. I think she was on her own, like on a cruise, and I think she was just loving life. She was really cute. And then after our day in Ia, we actually drove down to Ammoudi Bay, which is basically Ia is up here, so you can walk down this road, but we didn't. We drove, and we parked up. But there wasn't too much down there, but it was really nice to go down because it was more traditional, and it was like a fishing port, so you could see all like the fresh fish and all that sort of things down there. So this is us down in Ammoudi Bay. We just walked along here basically and just sort of enjoyed the view. We saw all these. This is really cool. We saw all the octopi sort of being dried out, which was really cool. It was like basically this is someone's house and they're just hanging octopi out, like they hang washing out, like it's ridiculous. But I don't know. I'm not keen on seafood, but I don't know if this appeals to anyone. But this was literally outside a restaurant, like. I think it was hoping people would be drawn in by it, but it doesn't appeal to me, but I just thought it was cool. And then our third full day, we went down to the south of the island. So we went to Thira, which is the first sort of village that was pointed out on our map. And it was just a traditional village, really. It wasn't hyped up. There was hardly any tourists there, which was nice. But you can walk through a little town. It was really quiet. Like, there was no one there whatsoever. But we ended up finding, like, a really cool, like, castle that we climbed. And then we could get some really good viewpoints up there. So, it was cool. It was nice to escape the tourism bit. And then we went to Red Beach. We didn't actually go to the beach. We just went to go and view it. Our hotel owner said not to go on the beach because it's so dangerous. Like, people were down here, and the rocks just full. And where we were stood taking this picture, like, it said, do not go any further. But obviously people are, because there's a load of people on this beach. It's just not safe. But we parked the car and we just had a wander to the furthest point that we could that was safe, and then got some pictures of the red rock and the red beach, and then moved along. We went to a little town called Megalochori, which was nice. Again, it was more traditional. It wasn't too busy. There was little cafes and things, but it wasn't manic like Ia and Thira were. And then there's some more pictures just of the traditional towns. And then we spent the afternoon on the beach. We went down to Parissa, which is actually the main tourist sort of beach spot. Obviously, Ia and Thira don't have any beaches as such, so tourists tend to go down to Parissa if they want a beach holiday, because that's where the beaches are. It is volcanic sand, so it's not like pure white sand, and it does get so hot. But we spent the afternoon down there. We just hired out these beds. We just bought like a meal and some drinks, and we were able to sit there. Joe went for a swim, but it was just so nice because on our city breaks we don't tend to go to the beach. We always tend to go somewhere that's cold or that doesn't have anything to do other than just sightseeing. So it was nice to have a bit of like a summer holiday as well. So that's just us chilling on the beach. And then I went for a little wander and got some photos along the promenade. There's loads of like restaurants and bars along here. And then this was just where we were. This is like the place that we stayed. This is called Yaz. So we spent the day and we had some lunch there and things. And I don't know if I was supposed to take this. I thought it was a business card, but it turned out to be a sticker. But it was on the bar, so I just took it. I didn't really. I don't think it was free, but I just thought it was a business card. And then this is just some more pictures when I went for a wander. That's the beach and the little churches and the buildings around Parissa. And then the next day we flew home. So that is it. That is what we did. So it was a lovely 3 days. It went quite quick, but we did quite a lot and we saw quite a lot. We felt like we saw the island because of the car and things. So I definitely recommend hiring a car if you feel comfortable, because you do get to see so much more, and it's nice to see a bit more than just Ia, Thira and Parissa. Like, it's nice to see a bit more of the island and the locals and things. But yeah, it got quite chunky even though I was only there for 3 days. But yeah, so that's Santorini. My next scrapbook will be Ukraine. I am literally just finishing it now. I'm just doing some of the writing and things, and hopefully it'll be up soon. So thank you.